35 seconds until launch. There's the retraction of the first umbilical tower. The second umbilical will retract in just a few seconds, initiating the engine sequence start. And engine sequence start has begun. Engine ignition confirmed. The engine's throttling up, now at full throttle. Turbo pumps at flight speed and liftoff. A new ride back to Earth for Rubio, Prokopyev, and Petelin takes aim on the International Space Station. "20 seconds into the flight, roll program confirmed. Engines reported to be operating normally from the blockhouse at Baikonur. 38 seconds into the flight. The Soyuz arcing out to the northeast. Good structural stability on the vehicle. Pressure in the tanks reported to be nominal, coming up on the 1-minute mark into the flight. Passing through maximum dynamic pressure. Flight reported to be going by the book, 1 minute 20 seconds into the flight. All structural parameters are reported to be normal. The engine's performing as planned. First stage separation is planned about 20 seconds from now. Standing by for first stage separation. And we've had escape tower jettison and first stage separation. The Soyuz traveling 4,500 miles an hour, 29 miles in altitude, 29 miles downrange, coming up on the 2.5-minute mark into the flight. Mark, 2 minutes 30 seconds into the flight. About 6.5 minutes to go. And we've had launch shroud jettison. This view now from a television camera on the upper stage of the Soyuz booster. Coming up on the 3-minute mark into the flight. Less than 6 minutes of powered flight remaining. The rocket reported to be stable. Good second stage performance. Liftoff time was confirmed at 6:24 and 29 seconds p.m. Central Time, 5:24 and 29 seconds a.m. Baikonur time on Friday morning. 3 minutes 40 seconds into the flight. The flight continues to go very smoothly. 5 minutes of powered flight remaining. Four minutes into the flight, the Soyuz traveling 7,400 miles an hour, 81 miles in altitude, 190 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. Roll, pitch, and yaw reported to be normal. Good structural parameters, good engine performance. Coming up on second stage separation. Second stage separation confirmed. Third stage engine up and running. 5 minutes, 10 seconds into the flight. 3 minutes and 40 seconds of powered flight remaining. Five and a half minutes into the flight. The Soyuz now traveling just over 10,000 miles an hour, 106 miles in altitude, almost 400 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. 3 minutes of powered flight remaining. All structural parameters continue to perform as planned, as is the third stage engine. Roll, pitch, and yaw, all confirmed to be normal. Good engine performance. Coming up on the 6.5 minute mark into the flight. Less than 2.5 minutes of powered flight remaining. Coming up on 7 minutes into the flight. Mark 7 minutes. 1 minute, 48 seconds of powered flight remaining. Soyuz now traveling some 13,000 miles an hour, 122 miles in altitude. The vehicle reported to be stable. All parameters are good. Engine performance is by the book. Seven minutes, 48 seconds into the flight. 1 minute of powered flight remaining. Eight minutes, 10 seconds into the flight. Once again, good engine performance, good structural stability on the spacecraft. Now 8.5 minutes into the flight, less than 30 seconds until third stage separation. Standing by for third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation. Third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation. Onboard computers now will command the deployment of the appendages, the solar arrays, and you can see them begin to unfurl. Navigational antennas will be deployed as well. And we now have confirmation that all appendages have been deployed, the solar arrays deploying as planned, as are all the navigational antennas, a nominal ascent for the uncrewed Soyuz MS-23, a perfect ride to orbit for the vehicle that will bring home Frank Rubio, Sergey Prokopyev, and Dmitri Petelin later this year.